Yes, based on the data from Indian economist Angus Maddison, India GDP did experience growth during the British colonial period, particularly in the latter half of the 19th century.
1. From 1600 to 1757.
India's GDP grew by approximately 7.6% annually, resulting in a 72.7% total increase over this period. India's share of world GDP decreased from 24.4% in 1600 to an estimated 16.3% in 1757. England, UK experienced a lower annual growth rate of around 0.8%, with a total increase in GDP of 19.2% during this period. England, UK's share of world GDP increased from 29.2% in 1600 to approximately 33.8% in 1757. 2. From 1757 to 1857. India's GDP decreased by approximately 0.9% annually, resulting in a total decrease of about 31.5% over this period. India's share of world GDP decreased from 16.3% in 1757 to an estimated 12.2% in 1857. England, UK experienced a higher annual growth rate of around 1.3%, with a total increase in GDP of 63.6% during this period. England, UK's share of world GDP increased from 33.8% in 1757 to approximately 49.2% in 1857. 3. From 1857 to 1947. India's GDP grew at a substantial annual rate of about 4.8%, resulting in a total increase of approximately 1,141.6% over this period. However, India's share of world GDP decreased from 12.2% in 1857 to an estimated 4.2% in 1947. England, UK experienced a lower annual growth rate of about 0.9%, with a total increase in GDP of 51.4% during this period. England, UK's share of world GDP decreased from 49.2% in 1857 to approximately 14.9% in 1947. 4. By 1947, India's GDP increased, making up approximately 4.3% of the world GDP. England, UK's GDP further increased, making up about 6.2% of the world GDP. It's essential to recognize that while GDP growth rates provide valuable insights into economic trends, they don't fully capture the complex dynamics and impacts of historical events and policies on a country's economy. The colonial period in India had multifaceted effects that extended beyond GDP figures.